Good day, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today is early morning, Monday, 2:12 a.m., April 8th, 2019. So on Friday, I put up this headline here at quantlabs.com right at the beginning. The first thing, if you come into the site, headline is "Want consistent double-digit weekly returns? Do you think you qualify? Click here." So when you click here, what it will do is it'll take you over to a new section, I guess you could call it, for consulting, mentoring, coaching. People have been asking for many months about this to build out bots. I put together this package, so when you fill it out, what will happen is my system will respond to you with a letter, a PDF, a 9-page letter explaining about work ethic, and if you were to go through this process, a set of requirements. Now, they're not hard set, but looking for advice on it. But it's typical of what would be required to really take advantage of if you are looking for double-digit returns. I'll talk about that in a minute for last week. But do realize the core of it's still the same: work ethic, requirements of how hard you got to work to achieve it. There's no easy route around it, unfortunately, and many people still kind of either don't believe it or won't buy into it. So the letter, when you receive it from this page, will walk you through that process. And if you feel you still qualify, you can go ahead and apply. And there's a bunch of very specific questions that you email me, and we set up a time to talk, and we'll take it from there in terms of how it can help you, from building out a custom bot for you, showing you what I got on top of the stuff that I've got. So the process is it's a $500 application fee. It's non-refundable. So what you're essentially getting is a 2-month trial to the Elite. It's a way to test yourself. I'll also give you access to the chat server, which is an important addition now that I put up a few months ago. It's a really good resource for people. There's a lot of stuff I don't publicize anymore that goes in the chat server, and you get access to that. So it's not like you're going to lose out. And then we talk, hash out your goals and a plan. And if there's still a good fit, we'll proceed to the next step. So you can go and again come into quantlabs.net, the main homepage, and click on, again, headline, "Want consistent double-digit weekly returns? Do you think it qualifies?" It says click here, and then you come to this opt-in, consulting services with your name and email, and then again a 9-page letter PDF will be sent out to you via email. 20 minutes after that, once you understand it, you'll get an application, and we'll see how it goes, depending upon you and your qualifications. So concerning ourselves with the double-digit returns, people say, well, how do you guarantee that? If you come under the track records, which you can easily find on the website, now remember, it does include the Forex strategy as well, which has been working really well. But when you compare the performance of Forex versus crypto, you would have to put on roughly about 10 times leverage to get the same returns as you would with crypto, which means you don't need to put in high risk leverage to get the same result. So again, you get the 10 days of track record. So if I download the latest, you'll get a zip file right here, and then you download it, and then you should be able to open it. My case here, as you can see, pretty straightforward. And then in there, we're going to focus on the P&L of last week. So you see this file called pnl.csv. This is a track record of the system. If this doesn't impress you, I don't know what will. I'll just pull up this editor. Okay, so if you go into the track record, as I said here, there's 2 videos that will walk you through the actual details, but I'll just give you the general rundown right now. So we have a track history all the way starting in mid-January, and this is obviously the column date. This is the P&L. That will rise in the next week or so. This is the win-loss ratio for the day, and then this is the actual daily return for the day. And this is processed at 5 minutes to midnight Eastern Standard Time every day, 7 days a week. So when you look at, for a while, there was some quiet times here. Back at the end of March, we're looking at 4.92% for the day, 3.8%, and went as low as 1.8%, 1.31%, and we even had a day where it was 0.94%. Again, we don't have control over these kind of returns based upon market conditions, but I'll gladly take these kind of returns, which started at the end of March 31st, 19%, following day 16%, following day at 21%, and then we hit this whopping 30.91% for the day, and then went back down to 14%, 14.52%, and that was on April 5th. The 6th brought in the first day where it didn't get a double-digit return. Woohoo, my system's broken. 7.81%, and then yesterday, on Sunday, we still were able to pop out a 13.9 daily digit return. So it comes back to the question: a lot of people want these kind of returns. Do you want double-digit weekly returns? Yes, a lot of people want this. This was not easily achieved to get these double-digit returns I'm showing you, but yes, it's more than possible. I could probably do it in 2 days sometimes. Usually in 3 days I can do it. And when you look at the overall performance here, and just total up the last week, you probably could easily, oh, I wanted to do this anyways, so let's do it. So I'm going to show you the total return since last Sunday, let's say the March 31st, so I'll pull up my spreadsheet here. I use LibreOffice. I just find the Microsoft Office too bloated, so just wait for this thing to load up. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so there you go. There's our column, and here you go. This is a total. I gotta always fix this. Man, it helps if I know. Yeah, let me just set up these parentheses, these brackets properly. Okay, so here's the total return for the week since the 31st of March. So that's going back at about 8 days. So you're looking at 139.46% total return for the last 8 days. That would be pretty unrealistic. Again, that's no leverage, and that is no leverage, very low commissions in the world of crypto. So if you want to get that kind of result, you know what to do. I've already walked you through it. All right, so that was for the last week between those date ranges, and we shall talk to you later. Have a good day.